I don't expect success. I prepare for it. Laughing can serve you in dark moments and even help you crawl your way back out. When you have expectations, you are setting yourself up for disappointment. Are you stalking me? Because that would be super. Any kind of crisis can be good. It wakes you up. Religion poisons everything good in this world. The friend zone is like the penalty box of dating, only you can never get out. I learned discipline from my father, not in terms of corporal punishment, but being determined in whatever you do. I have daddy issues, so I keep tissues on me at all times. We might be too proud to admit it as guys, but we still need to learn how to manage responsibility. I just love bikes. It's not the safest passion to have, but I guess it's better than Russian roulette. I'm going to admit when I'm clueless, and I'm going to ask people for help when I don't know the answer. There are so few surprises left in life. We've gotten so addicted to knowing. I just like to look beautiful sometimes. Sometimes it's just enough to keep your body moving. I get depressed if I don't move. Marathon running, for me, was the most controlled test of mettle that I could ever think of. I'm not a hockey fan, which is probably why I had to leave Canada in the first place. When you're growing up in a family without a lot of money and 4 boys, it can't always be, let's go see a specialist. I never took acting classes, but I knew I could do it based on the skill with which I lied to my parents. I read the Deadpool series back in the 90s. I'm not like a huge comic book reader. I don't personally believe that villains exist. Villains are just a way of saying that somebody has an opposing conviction. Wouldn't that be an amazing superpower? Knowing where to press on someone's neck to make them immediately urinate. I'm sure I have a lot to atone for, if there is a judgment day. I feared disappointing my father more than anything in the world. I think every relationship is going to go through a few rough patches. I think you have to let go of this idea that you can be precious about everything. I'm the guy doing calisthenics. I'm doing jumping jacks and deep knee bends. I love Canada. It makes a nice hat for America. I played rugby for years, and I had a rugby jacket that I lost when I was 14. Making a mix CD, albeit slightly old school, is generally a pretty cool gift. I think by take 8, you're kind of going, oh wow, I don't know if I want to fall entirely off the roof again. If it weren't so off-putting for my coworkers, I'd wear my flannel, one-piece Hannah Montana pajamas all the time. I've done things to my body, mechanically, that I'll never do again. There's a very real possibility in this industry of going out and leading your life, and then going home and being a voyeur of your own life. Fragrance is a very personal gift, and I think that's why it makes a great Christmas gift. I remember being upset because I was finally legal to drink in Canada, and I decided to throw that all away and move to America. I think a fragrance is more of a signature than even what you wear. It's funny because there are so many stereotypes out there about actors and movie stars in general. You always get that one customer that decides that your name is Boy. I love doing 6 versions of any joke, so if they'll give me 6 takes, I'd love to do it. My very worst day on Green Lantern was nowhere near as difficult as my finest day on Buried. Even if my father wasn't speaking to me, he would never, ever miss a baseball game. When I do comedy, my brain sort of locks up in the infinite possibilities. I'll say this, the media wasn't invited to my marriage, and they're definitely not invited into the divorce. People have their complexities. They have their heroic moments and their villainous moments too. I think we can all use a little more patience. I get a little impatient sometimes, and I wish I didn't. I was a really nervous kid. I was extremely sensitive, incredibly perceptive. But if you do, then it's a high-class problem to have. My family is as far from a stage family as you could ever possibly find. Acting has given me a way to channel my angst. I feel like an overweight, pimply-faced kid a lot of the time. I think I'm a funny guy. Don't aim for success if you want it. Just do what you love and believe in, and it will come naturally. Life is too short to be serious all the time, so if you can't laugh at yourself, call me. I'll do it for you. I find that I get a little depressed if I don't move my body each day. Those rough patches in a relationship? They're the seasoning. Without them, it's just boiled chicken. Let go of the idea of perfection. It's like chasing a unicorn through a minefield. Canada taught me humility, and also how to survive a snowstorm with nothing but sarcasm. I never liked hockey very much, which is probably why I had to leave Canada in the first place. My fashion goals? Equal parts lumberjack and confused pop star. I channel my teenage insecurities into characters who look nothing like me but feel exactly like me. When I left Canada, I thought I was chasing fame. Turns out I was just chasing my own courage. A scent says more than a suit ever will. Actors are weird. I'm not exempt. I just lean into it with better lighting. Everyone should work retail once. It builds character and a healthy dislike of the general public. In comedy, there's no roadmap, just instincts and the occasional crash. Disappointing my dad was my biggest fear. So I became a guy who makes a living wearing spandex. Patience is a superpower. I don't always have it, but I respect those who do. As a kid, I was a sponge for emotion. It made me a wreck and an actor. My family was real. Not Hollywood real, actual mess and love real. Some days, you just need to wear something ridiculous to survive the seriousness. The best cure for a bad mood? Movement, or a really inappropriate meme. Running marathons helped me outrun anxiety, or at least tire it out. Canada made me polite. Hollywood made me strategic. Growing up, we couldn't afford therapy, so we used sarcasm. It worked. Kind of. I honed my acting through trial, error, and elaborate lies to my parents. I loved Deadpool before he was cool. Now I just pretend I'm not him. Villains aren't born. They're made, usually by bad coffee and worse parenting. My dream superpower? Making people instantly regret their tweets. If Judgment Day happens, I'll be in the line cracking jokes. Nervously. Relationships are like action movies. Explosions, plot twists, and hopefully, a happy ending. Letting go isn't weakness. It's how you make space for better things. My workouts are 10% discipline, 90% fear of becoming a meme. My idea of a Canadian compliment? You're not the worst. Rugby taught me teamwork, grit, and how to swear creatively. A good playlist can save a relationship, or ruin one if it starts with Nickelback. Stunt doubles are heroes. I just pretend to be them for 6 takes. My coworkers put up with a lot. I repay them in sarcasm and snacks. I've broken bones for roles, and sometimes for no good reason. This industry can swallow you. Humor is how I keep from becoming part of the scenery. The best gifts are personal. The second best are cash. I gave up legal drinking in Canada for dreams in America. That's optimism or madness. Smell is memory. That's why cologne is more emotional than most scripts. We're all stereotypes until we prove otherwise. I was once called boy for 6 months working at a grocery store. Comedy gives you permission to be wrong, loud, and real. I didn't want to disappoint my dad, so I learned how to make him laugh. Impatience is my default. I'm working on it, slowly, painfully. Sensitivity isn't a flaw. It's the birthplace of empathy and awkwardness. Real families don't rehearse. They improvise, sometimes with yelling. Acting is therapy I get paid for. Sometimes,